Assalamualaikum. Hi guys, how are you? Uh, Today we received this circuit with an error that seems to be E1 error, and it is starting from, the error when as soon as we are going to start the machine, it is going to give me the error E1. Okay, so normally E1 belongs to the motor movement. Whenever our motor is not moving and our sensor is not sensing the motor, it will normally give you the error 1. Okay, so now if we come to the working of the circuit, from here we feed the AC input. These are the pins for the incline, that is white, red and black. From here the input, this system will go, the AC power will go to this transformer input, and from the output we will get these two windings of output. Okay, and another AC is going through this bridge is controlled by this relay. One of this power is going to the input of the bridge and another one is going through the relay. Okay, so as soon as we give the power, our system will be on. There are two main supplies here. The one, this supply you can see here, here we have a 15 volt regulator. Okay, and from here this voltage will be fed to the display, and the other, you can see another voltage regulator here. So this winding will power up this section, and from here our control system will be running. Okay, so when I see this machine, initially the problem was like it was giving error 1. So what I did initially, the first step, whenever you are making a DC treadmill, you will check these MOSFETs. Okay, this MOSFETs, this diode, this should be giving you a correct reading. And how to check this, you can see my further videos in my gallery, okay, of the YouTube. So this is, you know how to check this one. Now after that, what I did, I checked this bridge, I checked these things. Maximum chances are like something of some component of from here may be gone or blown up. So I found everything okay here. Then the second step is to see physically the whole circuits, the capacitors, these transistors, check all the things. If you see any burn or any burst, you can just find out the issue. In this condition, nothing was, no problem was there. Okay, so what I did then, this whole area, so you can see these resistances, these were full of the carbon. You can check this one, this was full of carbon, and I just take it out, I just clean its carbon. Now it's, you can see the silver, it's okay now. I changed after that I changed the crystal again, it seems to be okay. And then after that, what I did, I checked all the things here, everything seems to be okay. I checked this IC, this was okay. So at last what I found, here we have a resistance of 10k, and when I just check that resistor, you can see this one. This is brown, black and orange. Okay, so I found this one to be faulty because its values are very high. Let me show you. You can see there 0.8 mega ohms it is giving. Okay, it should be 10k because you can see the color here, it's brown, black and orange. Okay, so now I am changing this one. In actual, what should be the reading? Let me show you. I took out another resistance here. Let me just check it out. This is the actual reading that should be here. So now I will just put this one, and I'm sure after this the system will be working. So it's not always possible that E1 is coming and particular component will go. E1 is belongs to many components. Similarly to E4, E5, E6, E7, they belongs to many components. So every time I'm making video, so that I can give you more and more data. So whenever you are repairing, you can get an idea. So this is all we have from today video. See you soon. Khuda Hafiz.